Wow, wow, wow. Do we have a special video for you today? In just a second, you're going to hear behind the scenes of an interview I did with Carlos Cortez, who is an English teacher in Mexico who is making $1,000 per month that picked up the skill of trading Forex and has now been funded $500,000 on his way to being funded $1 million, has done over $40,000 in withdrawals at this point and has completely changed his life. He's able to buy himself his dream car, his wife a car. He's been able to buy extra bedrooms on his house so all his kids sleep in their own rooms, take his family on an incredible vacation, and do a ton of other cool stuff. Completely changed his life because he learned the skill of trading. In this video, I interview him on exactly his biggest breakthroughs to becoming a successful Forex trader, his strategy, and how all of that works. So make sure you stay tuned. If you want to become a successful Forex trader, then make sure you watch these next 22 minutes.
Just to give you a little bit of background of myself, I am from Mexico. I used to be an English teacher, and I got into trading about four years and a half actually, and it has been quite a journey. At the beginning, it was really painful. It was really stressful. I lost a lot of money as well, but I found you guys. You found me too, and then I met Yuuya, and it has been a complete game-changing experience in my life. You know.
So take us back. So when you first got started, like, how did you come across trading, and like, why did you want to start trading in the first place, anyways?
I actually started with Joe, and Tyler. And, you know, I was looking for ways to make extra money because honestly, here in Mexico, teachers don't get paid really well. So I was just looking for something. And then Joe talked to me about this and I got really interested. And I was like, man, you can make money online like this. You can, trade currencies and make a decent income out of this. So, all right, let's do it. So I started, doing some research, and I started, finding YouTube videos and Instagram videos and stuff. And I opened up my first live account with, a specific broker. And I was very excited. I was like, all right, let's do it. And I remember that I placed my first trade. And looking back at it, I was like, I think that was a foolish decision when I placed like the buy trade, and it went totally against me. It was like, what? I ended up losing 50% in a single day, and I was like, dang. And I saw all of these media like, all right, you have to compensate for your loss. You have to do this. So place another trade. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. So that's what I did, and I ended up blowing my account. So, and I felt
two trades.
Two trades, and I blew my account. And I was like, dang. I felt really bummed because I saved a lot for that live account.
And just to give people an idea, Carlos, just to give people an idea, in Mexico, like how much does a teacher make on average in say a month?
A really well-paid teacher makes like maybe $900 per month. Just to give like the concept of it. And if you're like really lucky, you get a little bit more, like probably tops $1,200 per month, but it's not. It's not that big actually.
So you went you're on this budget, and you have kids, you have a wife, you have family, you have a house, you have food that you're paying for, and you've somehow found a way. Because some people say, I don't know how, I don't have the money or whatever. But you somehow found a way to save a little bit of money to go, start trading to try and earn some extra income. And your first two trades, you blow the whole account.
Yeah, exactly. So I talked to my wife, and she was like, all right, go ahead and do it. You can do this. I'm sure you're gonna be fine. And she was with me all the time. And I remember that day, actually, I was like, all right, honey, are you ready to be rich? And she was like, all right, let's do it. So I was like very confident, and I placed a buy trade, and I saw like it was going like in my direction just a little bit. And then it was just like, boom, it was totally a fake out thing. And I was like really freaked out. I was shaking in my chair, and I was like, you know what, babe, I think I got to sell a kidney or something because it's just not a lot of money.
So what happens next? Your wife's probably like, what the heck? You got to sell your kidney.
My wife was like, what did you just do? Are you sure about this? You just lost like $500 on that, and you worked so hard to save that money, you just lost it. And then at the end of the day, she was like, it's all right. No worries. You're going to recover. Just take it easy. Don't panic. I know you can do this. And I was like, yeah, I can do this. So I'm going to place another trade, double the lot size. So that's what I did, and it went wrong too. And my wife was like, all right, well, it happened. So what should I say? I think you need to work extra shifts right now. So And at the end of
So
the day, she was like, "It's all right. It's okay, honey. I know you need to practice. This is like your first experience, so go ahead and move on. Start studying. Watch videos, get books or something, and you're gonna be fine. No worries. I'm okay. I'm here with you." And I was like, that's totally fine. So I saved more money. It took me like 2 or 3 months as well because I sold a lot of things too, and I funded another live account. I bought an EA to help me with this as well. And, I was trying to follow signals from a different group too. And it didn't end up well either. So I made a little bit of money, but at the end of the month, I was just like in the negative, maybe 70%. So I was like really, really bummed out. But, my wife was like, it's all right. This is what happens when you're doing something new. It's part of the game. It's part of the process. So take it easy. Don't stress about it. Don't lose your mind. We're going to recover. So I kept doing that, and I kept thinking about my family and my wife, and I was like, I got to make this work. So I kept pushing. I bought EAs. I bought indicators. I bought signals. And, I was really stressful. It was really a stressful experience in the past because looking back at it, I didn't really have a plan, I was just like trying to beat the market. I was just trying to think that I could be smarter than the market and just win every trade. And looking back at it as well, my psychology was not properly set either. So I was just trying to think that I was going to be rich next day. I was thinking that I was going to double an account in 24 hours, which never happened, to be honest. And then after all of these experiences, I joined Blue Edge as the customer support. I watched the academy, and everything made sense as well as to why I failed. And I didn't have a proper plan. I was trading just randomly. And then after, using the EAs and the indicators, I felt like I was starting to have success. But then I met Yuuya. So I joined the FTFT program, and my first call with Yuuya, he mentioned something that I was like, really getting. How can I explain it? It was like a complete.
Hold on, let me stop you there because maybe not everyone's familiar who is Yuuya. So Yuuya is, I think, like a 15-time funded professional prop trader at this point. He's amazing, and he coaches a lot of our students inside the Funded Trader Fast Track program. If you haven't seen that, you can see it at fundedtraderfasttrack.com. But that's essentially what Carlos joined and started learning from Yuuya and trading with Yuuya. So anyways, continue. So you meet Yuuya and...
Yeah, I met Yuuya, and my first call with him, he actually asked me, hey, what pairs are you trading? And I was like, all the pairs in the market watch. And he was like, no, man, come on. No. Seriously. And I was like, yeah, I have 27, 30-something pairs on my chart, on my MT4 terminal, sorry. And I try to trade them all because I think the more I trade, the more profits I'm going to make. And he was like, no, I'm going to teach you something that you're not going to see anywhere else. You have to master a pair. You have to master a single pair, know how it moves, get familiar with it, and then just trade it. So, and at the moment I was like, is that right? But then I just gave it a try. I started learning a specific pair, which is USD Mexican peso, which is the one that suits my trading hours. And I started learning how it moves, and I started making decent profits. And I was like, dang, this is good. So I shared my results with Yuuya, and he was like, see, that's what I was telling you. Master a pair, trading at specific times, and have a decent profit target per day, and have a decent a loss limit per day as well. So when you reach your profit target, call it a day. Don't let greed take over you. And that was one of my main issues because whenever I had like a really green day, I used to overtrade, and that's another term that Yuuya told me at the beginning. Overtrade, revenge trade are going to kill your account in minutes. So don't overtrade. If you reach your profit target, that's all right. Close your charts, close your computer, go do something fun, go spend time with your family, and come back next day. And you have like a losing day, that's fine too. Don't revenge trade. Don't try to beat the market, and don't try to compensate for the loss if the market doesn't make sense to you. And those were like really key terms and really key teachings from Yuuya that I've been using and have helped me stay under control. And I've actually avoided what I like to call the deadly FG, fear and greed. So by keeping myself under control doing this, I avoid being in the market longer than I need to and trading more than I need to. So it has helped me a lot to keep myself under control. And then After the live sessions with Yuuya and everything he's been teaching about, the volume, reacting to the volume, and it all makes sense because in the past I used to see like a green candle and I was like, all right, time to buy. Yeah, it's going to go to the roof. And whenever I saw like a red candle, I was like, it's going to drop for sure. But sometimes, the market is stuck in a range and it doesn't happen. So by reacting to the volume in the market, that's how I've been successful too. And it all makes sense. It makes perfect sense. And I understand why I used to fail in the past. I understand why I lost a lot of money because I wasn't doing it properly. I wasn't doing anything that I'm doing right now. I wasn't trading without a proper plan. And that's another thing too. He told me, you need to trade with a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're going to fail. So your plan has to be trading a specific hours, trading a specific pair, and sticking to your plan. If you're not trading your plan, you're just going to fail because you're going to be jumping from strategies to strategies, and you're going to think that it's not going to work for you. So you need to stick to your plan. Even if you have a losing day, stick to it. Don't try to change a lot of things because it's not going to happen. You're not going to stay consistent. So if you follow your own rules, you're going to follow the profit rules as well. So that's what I've been doing so far. And it's been a really great experience for me. And I've been successful so far.
So I mean, this is quite life changing, not just for an American, but especially, living in Mexico, you were earning $1,000 a month as a teacher. You're funded $500,000 on your way to make $700,000. And you made, a $35,000 withdrawal, and then, you're on your way to, can you talk about that? I mean, this seems like this is like life-changing money for you. I mean, you're making actually 5 times as much more money than you ever made.
Yeah, actually, when I made my first withdrawal, I was just, it's something that I cannot describe because it was like 5 times what I used to make. And I didn't spend as much time in the market as if I was teaching, 48 hours per week. And actually my first withdrawal, I spent probably 5 hours in a week to make my profits. And in total, it was like maybe 15 hours in a month. So it was really good. I made my first 5K withdrawal. I received my money, and my wife and kids were like, yeah, we knew you can do this. You could do this. So we spent really nice vacations with that. And I bought a bunch of stuff for them, and especially my wife, because she's been really supportive with my losses. With, whenever I have to wake up to trade in New York, London, or something, she is there for me. And whenever I have like a bad day, she's always there for me. And so whatever I do, I just try to compensate for the sacrifices that my family has made for me and the support they've given. So far, in total withdrawals, I've made 35K, and hopefully this month I'm going to be making in total 43K-ish. So, and that's life changing because with that money here in Mexico, I can do a lot of things. So I've been able to do a lot of things. I built, more rooms in my house. I bought my wife a nice car. I bought myself my dream car as well, my dream truck.
I didn't even know this.
What was that?
You never told us.
Oh, no. I think I did, but, maybe it's just Tyler or something. But yeah, I bought my dream truck actually, because I always dreamed when I was a kid that I had a truck, and I was never able to buy it for myself. So, and when I bought it, I was like in tears because that was my dream. And I'm going to send you a picture later, actually. And, my oldest kid is now in the national archery team. So I'm able to buy the things that he needs, fund his sport, and whatever he needs. I'm able to do it now because it's an expensive sport here in Mexico. So I'm able to support him. And, my other kids as well are really good. I'm really happy. Each one has their own room right now, when in the past they used to sleep together. So that's how this program has changed in my life. It has changed my life personally. It has changed my family's life too. And we're so very grateful for Yuuya because he's always there to teach us, to guide us, and to keep us under control. Because sometimes, bad habits will always happen, and whenever I have something like that, I know I can ask Yuuya on the live calls, and he will keep me under control. He will give me his suggestions, his insights, his his guidance, and I know I won't fail if I just follow what he's telling me. So I remember, just to be fully transparent as well, about 3-4 weeks ago, I had like a really bad week, but he told me, you know what? This is going to happen. So the way you deal with this, the way you manage your losses and your bad weeks is what is going to make you the trader that you're going to become in the future. So deal with it, accept your losses, accept that you made mistakes, journal your trades, and learn from them. Embrace this experience and learn from it, so you don't make the same mistakes in the past. So I was like really like, I wasn't feeling like that bad, but I was like, okay, it's just a little step back from what I was doing. But he was also telling me, make this fun, enjoy the time in the market. So think of something that's gonna make it fun. So I was like trying to think about it, and I was just joking with my family, like, all right, I just lost a bunch of money. So you, Dominic, which is my oldest kid, you need to be famous because you're going to provide for the family now, because I'm not going to do this anymore. And then I just kept joking around, and it just went away. My mind was just really, really in peace. It was really clear for me. And then I came back next week. I was able to recover. I called it a week when I recovered, and then started next week and just making profits again. So that's something that I didn't used to do in the past. That is something that I was struggling as well in the past, because whenever I saw like a loss, I was like trying to compensate and revenge trade. So that's not happening anymore. So I understand the losses. I learn from them. I accept them and just move on. If I need to call it a week, I just do it. And I don't get distracted. I don't get like the fear in me anymore. And I just come back next week and just start over. And it has helped me a lot to stay consistent. It has helped me to stay within my rules. And it has helped me keep my accounts too, because that's another key point. Whenever you see fear and greed and you're feeling it, you are potentially going to lose your account, because you're going to, take the bad habits again, and you're going to start trading more than you need to, and all that kind of stuff. So this has helped me a lot to stay under control. And Yuuya is always there for me. He's always there for everyone. And he has been an amazing coach. I cannot emphasize how amazing he is, because he's really amazing. And he's very honest. He's very transparent too. And we talk a lot during the live calls. And, I'm just really grateful for this opportunity to improve my life, my family's life too. And it has been a complete game-changing experience for me. And I've never actually imagined that I was going to be this successful. But as my wife told me, if you can imagine it, you can totally bring it to reality. So, and that's, that has kept with me and in my mind. And I've been able to, always make an effort and always do my best here in the market and just enjoy my time in the market. And another thing that actually has helped me is, whenever I don't see an opportunity to take a trade, that's okay. I don't force myself. I don't force anything anymore, because forcing things can be disastrous. It can be really, really dangerous too. So I learned that I don't need to force anything if the market doesn't make sense to me. And sometimes I just don't trade because I don't see any opportunities. So I just call it a day and, enjoy the time with my family, and that's it. Come back next day. And if there's something new, go ahead for it. So I'm really happy for it,
Yeah. I mean, it's just, your whole story is just amazing. I mean, just the way you started and blowing the accounts and, being a teacher, and then, to where you're at now. It's just, I mean, it's inspiring for everybody, I'm sure, that's watching. And if you guys are, watching this and you'd like to trade with Yuuya and with Carlos in the morning, go to fundedtraderfasttrack.com, check it out. It is, like you've seen from Carlos, like, it is totally, totally life-changing. Granted, you actually put in the work, right? It's like, you can't just like sit there and do nothing and, hope to like magically get rich. That's not how it works. But,
yeah.
But if you apply yourself, then it's pretty amazing. What people are doing with it. So I always just say, because this is the crazy thing about it, for those of you guys that don't know. So Carlos, like he mentioned, he works on our support team. He's the head of support. He does an amazing, amazing job. So we just like we're like, Carlos is making all this money. We just like hope that he doesn't make so much money that he doesn't want to work with us anymore. So we're just like, Carlos, you need to have more losing days, man.
I'll try my best. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
just to give everyone a little bit of context on what the volume can do, and how amazing it is to trade with Yuuya. this is a challenge that I passed last week. I don't know if you guys can see it or not.
Wait, hold on. Let it focus. Can you, okay, what does it say? Just tell us, because I don't know if they'll be able to see it.
Oh, dang. Yeah, you cannot see it. So basically the profit target was 8%, but the volume was so quick and it was just like really crazy that I made actually $9,000 in profit, because when I tried to close, the market kept just pushing down and the volume was so crazy that I made more than I needed to pass the challenge. And let me see if I can show you guys today actually on the live call with Yuuya. I don't know if you can see it's blue in there.
Yeah, what does it say? Because I can't see it.
Yeah, so my profit for today was actually $500 trading with Yuuya because of a trade that he called out. So it's really amazing how we all can make decent profits with Yuuya. And of course,
is this on a challenge account?
And my funded account and personal account too.
Okay, cool. And so you have 5 now. So are you using some sort of copying system or something like that?
Yeah, I use socialtraderstools.com to copy from a master account to the other funded accounts, and then I use another phone to trade my personal account. So it's funny how you can see me sometimes on the live call. So I have my laptop in here, and I have 2 phones right here. So I just try to do like, this phone is for my funded accounts, and this is for my personal account. So I'm like here, and sometimes I'm holding the baby like this, and I'm just like like this.
Oh my God.
And this is something really cool too, because a lot of people, have an excuse not to trade. And, let me tell you something, guys. I have 4 kids. I have a job that I love too, that I have to look after. I am very busy, but at the same time, I made the decision to change my life, and I have to make this work for me too. So I wake up to trade New York, and even if I have my baby in arms, I have to trade. And the good thing about this is that she wakes me up because she's hungry, and she wakes me up, so I'm ready for New York or London, and I can just trade. So she's the Forex baby. So and my wife actually is very supportive too. She's like, if you gotta trade, that's okay. I'm gonna take care of the family. I'm gonna take care of the kids, and do your thing. And it's being really good, because whenever you commit to this and you have like a goal to make this work for you, chances are that you're gonna be successful. But if you don't find, and if you're just finding excuses, if you're just finding things to avoid being in the market, like I have a job, I have to wake up later, I'm feeling a little bit tired, that's fine. But if you want to make this work, you have to find something. You have to find a time to trade. You have to find something that's going to work for you. And if not, you're just going to keep jumping from strategies to strategies, and it's not going to be sustainable at the end of the day. So that's what I do. I do wake up. I do have a bunch of things to do, and I'm very busy with Blue Edge too. So, but still, I have time to trade. I find myself time to trade to change my life as well. And so that's what I do. And I don't know if I can say this actually, but I would like to tell everyone that is watching this, stop giving excuses to avoid making this work. Excuses are not going to help you. Have a goal, set yourself a decent goal, and just do it. Go for it. And if you fail, that's totally fine. A failure is going to happen, but it doesn't mean that you're always going to fail. As long as you stick to it and you're disciplined about it, you're going to be successful. And it has worked for me. I am planning to get 10 funded accounts by the end of the year. That's my goal. I know I can do this, and I won't stop until I make this work, because it's actually something that I shared with Yuuya, and he agreed with me. And he's been there for me as well to cheer me up and to motivate me. And I just wanted to say 2 last things to everyone. So if you're watching this video, you have 2 decisions. One is just to keep scrolling down and move on with your life and pretend that nothing happened today. And number 2, you can take action, make a decision, decide to change your life, and join the FTFT program. If you choose number 2, we're going to be happy for you, and we're going to be there for you. I'm going to be there for you as well to make sure that you're successful. But it's a decision that you have to make. You can keep scrolling down, looking for YouTube strategies, and just keep doing whatever you're doing right now. Or number 2, change your life, and let us help you change your life. That's it.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this interview with Carlos. If you'd like to learn the exact same trading strategy that Carlos is using that he's had so much success with, then make sure you check out the video on screen right now where you're going to learn exactly from Yuuya the volume reaction trading strategy that's completely changed Carlos and many others' lives. So go ahead and check out that video right now.